Hello, this is your friendly neighborhood essay, Marshall Krasenstein, showing you how to deploy CoDA onto a Databricks web application. So you can see here I'm on the home page of a Databricks workspace. That is, if you go to this little hamburger bar here, this Lake House tab right here, if we want to make a new app, we go to Databricks Apps. To create a new app, we can just click this blue Create App button, and then click Create Custom App. So we'll give it a name, what up, CoDA, and we'll click Configure Git. So we want to give it a link to the GitHub repo. You can find that in Databricks Labs, Coding Agents on Databricks Apps. That's what CoDA stands for. And we'll just copy that repo and put it right here. Now we can just click Create App. All right, so we've clicked the Create New App button. We've pasted a link to the repo. I would say we're about halfway done with our project. The next step is to create a personal access token. So what that does is give the application acting as you the ability to use your access to do things on Databricks apps. And it takes care of the rotation process for those tokens. So we're going to go to Settings, Developer, Access Tokens, and then click Generate New Token. So as I said earlier, CoDA takes care of auto-rotating these tokens. So we want to make it short-lived just to take care of the initial authentication of the app. We'll set it for 1 day. We'll call it CoDA Access. And then we will set the API scopes to all APIs. Now we can click Generate Token, and we have our token over here. Don't even think about stealing it. I'm going to delete this before the video is published, and I guess it would be expired anyway. Okay, so we have our token, and in the meantime, the compute for our application is starting. So I'm going to pause the video here and come back in a couple minutes when this is ready for us to click this blue deploy button over here. All right, so we're back, and I can see that we now have a link. The link is unavailable because we haven't clicked this deploy button yet. So now the next step here, very exciting, is clicking this deploy button and referencing the main branch. We have no reason to go to a different branch in this repository. I'm going to click deploy right here. And now we are just going to let it install its dependencies so that the app can be hosted and live. So once this button goes from unavailable to available, we'll be able to access a terminal, but the terminal will be hosted as an application in Databricks. Right, and we're moving along pretty quick. We can see that the packages were installed, the app has started successfully, and now the app is running. So we can just follow this URL right over here. And what we should see is a quick authorization page. We just continue to click blue buttons. And once this is done, we click our terms, and now we have this page to paste in that token that we got earlier. So I'll just paste it in and let it validate the token and set up our coding harness. So as we're setting this up, just a reminder of what you're able to access here. So you'll have a working terminal that lives inside your browser, and that terminal comes pre-installed with Claude Codes, Codex, the Gemini CLI, OpenCode, or the Hermes agent. So you can use your tool of choice to do agentic coding, and to boot, it also installs a number of skills that help it interface with Databricks very well. So once this thing's set up, I'll show that to you guys. All right, it looks like we're all set up. So if I go here, we can see I have this the CLI, and I can type normal bash commands here. So if I want to print my working directory or look at what's here or make a new directory, let's call this fiddle space for me to fiddle around. I can go into this directory, and importantly, I can type in Claude as the agent that I want to use. So just to show that you have a bunch of skills ready and available to use, I'll type /skills and just show and note that among all these things, there's a bunch of things to work with Databricks. For instance, here's a skill for Databricks jobs. So I could say, hey, use the jobs skill to write me a script that displays the 5 most recently run jobs. We're not winning any prizes for sophisticated agentic work. I encourage you guys to do much more complicated things than me. What I wanted to show is that, one, this thing has these skills. It is invoking these just like Claude Code tends to do, and writing us a script, and that script will live here in our workspace. It can run it. I don't really care about running it right now. For now, I just want to show one last thing. I'm going to open up another tab here and set up a new session. And in this, I'm going to go into that folder we just set up, and I'm going to version control this file. And why am I doing that? Well, the reason I'm doing it is that when you build things on here, you're able to sync it with your Databricks workspace so that you're able to continue your work directly in the interface you already know. So I initialize a repo. I'm just going to add the single file I put in, make a commit message. And now that I did that, I will be able to access this recent jobs Python file within the normal Databricks workspace. So to prove that, I'm going to go back to the SPAR, go to Lakehouse over here, go into Workspace, Projects, and we can see that fiddle space folder we made is here, and indeed, recent jobs is here too. So you are able to use CoDA not only to build on Databricks, but also sync into your Databricks workspace to continue building. So in this video, I talked about setting up CoDA and some basic patterns for using CoDA. I hope it was helpful to you guys. Happy coding.